Poorman's podcast.
Yes.
You're the 6th or 7th guest on the Poorman's podcast.
The second one from the hotel, right?
Second one from the hotel, but I'm not proud of it. But I didn't post the first.
God
colleague.
knows how this one is gonna go.
It's gonna go well. Don't worry. I
You
actually
think so?
take yes. Regardless of who my guest is, I actually take great pride in the fact that I think I'm quite able to have a 2-hour conversation with literally everyone.
Really?
Well, don't you think you can? I actually see you as someone who's also able to do that.
But most of the time, actually, with you, I talk a lot, but most of the times I'm the one who's listening.
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm not really that talkative with everyone. You've got
But
something...
you, what do I got? What?
No,
The
you-
ability to speak English, unlike other colleagues that we have in the hotel.
Oh, maybe. Are they this bad? Because I haven't...
They're not, but like, how well do you speak the language? Like German? Like, do you speak
German?
it comfortably? Yeah.
Yes, fluent.
As fluent as your English?
Better.
Even better?
Better. Much better.
Okay, then I wanted to like blame you not being very social with language, but I don't think that's the cause now, since you're saying that you speak it better than
No,
English.
I don't think so. It's just that I like listening. Most of the times I'm way too, lazy to talk this
Okay.
much. With you, I can just go on. I
That's
don't
good,
know.
because like in
Yeah.
the half an hour that we were waiting in the coffee break area in the
Yeah.
lounge, I was like, you asked me so many profound questions, one after another, after like in an exhausting fashion, I might add. But like, it's not easy to answer profound questions when you're working and you're focused on the coffee machines and shit. But you asked me so many of those questions that I was about to tell you on this episode that you actually should consider starting your own podcast.
Do you think so?
Well, based on our conversations, yes. But according to you, apparently you're not that talkative when it comes to other people.
Never even thought about it. But you are a very complex person on your own. Your life,
Oh.
you've got a lot to be curious about. Some people, they're just, you look at them and then you can read them quite quickly.
Are you reading our colleagues
I am
at work?
reading, yeah. Are you
I
not
have
good
that-
at
I
reading
have that
people?
What?
Are you good at reading people? I bet you are.
I don't want to be a show off. No one likes a show off. But yes, I actually do.
Yeah, right. Right.
It's not actually about that way. Yeah.
This is wonderful.
Sister-in-law would be delighted to hear that.
This is
That was her, according to her taste.
perfect. Which is your favorite one?
I usually go with blueberry or orange. They do well.
Orange. I'm gonna take Tuscan peach. Which one should I take up for you?
I'll do
Blueberry. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yes. The topic of reading people, it actually has a funny story. I was really bad at it.
Really?
Yes, like super awful at it. Like to a point where we would be in a situation where there's a room full of people and everyone would be aware of what's happening with a different character, but like I would be completely in
Blank. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And it's actually quite funny how I like reading people has something to do with psychology, right?
Yeah.
And there's a really funny story of why I started studying psychology. And I think I started reading Freud around 16, like so quite early.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't because like I was fascinated about the idea. I was just terrified of speaking to women.
Really?
Yes.
Are you one of those?
I used to be big. One of my. Am I one of those? What?
No, until the age of 16, you said?
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm. So you started... Did you study psychology as well?
So I start. What on my own, like in university, or what do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh no, just on my
No,
own.
just
not
on your
not in
own.
an academic environment.
thought-
No, never.
All right.
But I studied on my own vigorously, like quite vigorously, you could say.
Uh-huh.
But the starting of me studying psychology, it actually happened because of that. Because like I grew up in a very, very super religious family.
Yeah, you told
And
me.
yeah, and when that happens, I mean, I'm not sure about like other forms of religion. The religion that I was dealing with, the Shia Islam religion that I was dealing with, has this habit of, I don't know, like creating a different entity for women.
Mm-hmm.
Like men, if you're a man, women are a completely separate thing. Like you're not supposed to see, you're not supposed to touch, you're not supposed to shake hands, you're not supposed to hug, you're not supposed to even talk to.
Until.
Depending until you get married.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
All
and then you will do
right.
it on with your own wife.
Uh-huh.
And I must also give some credit to my parents because first of all, I was the last child and they were quite old. So when it came to enforcing some of those laws, they weren't all that successful because they were already quite burned out with the
Yeah.
other four siblings, older siblings that I had.
Yeah.
Once was this, and the other aspect that made it easy for me to live with them, considering how different our opinions were, was the fact that they might have been religion, but at least they read other books than Quran or like Bible and shit.
Your parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're lucky.
And not only that, but like I remember the fact that every time we wanted to have like a conversation in the household, the currency that you had was the numbers of the books that you've read. So if you really wanted to participate in the family group thingy that everyone is talking, you would only be taken seriously if you have something to say. Like there's something that you have read. Like my father looked at reading books as a form of currency. So like he encouraged us, but at the same time it was like a stupid duality because you cannot really have religion and literature that much together.
Doesn't really belong this way into
Yeah.
a family, yeah.
That was exactly the issue. And well, they encouraged me to read, but at the same time I was very much encouraged to stay away from women. Because haram, bad thing to do. Yeah, very haram. Very awful. But
yeah.
so this happened, and I think it was the first year of high school. I went to school and I realized that, okay, every other douchebag that I am, like my classmates
Yeah.
that are with me, they have a little bit more, I don't know, experience, or they
With
have a bit
women.
less fear. I mean, I was stupid enough to think that they all have girlfriends because they were bragging about I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But like that's like a childhood teenage mentality. You brag about shit that are not really real. So they would tell me all this stuff and I would feel so fucking left out because like the idea of me speaking to a woman would turn my legs into jelly. Like I would rather die than to speak with a woman. I said, okay, there's a problem here. Like I'm looking at the different sex as something that is completely alien. I'm not learning shit from my parents. And I'm not learning much from my siblings because even though they were not as religious, they were still religious enough for them to be as inexperienced as I was.
And in elementary school and stuff, you would still like stay distant from the opposite sex.
Oh, you forgot that I'm from Iran.
Iran,
Yeah,
is it
schools are
separate?
segregated, yes.
Oh,
We don't even have a single school that is like mixed boys and girls.
So you
it's
went
just a gay story all.
So you went just like almost zero contact
Yes,
with women
almost.
until
Exactly.
the age of like
I think
15.
by 18, 19, I was like psychologically well prepared and I wouldn't come out as weird. But like so that was my the revelation that I gave up on learning anything from my parents.
Yeah.
Then the same thing happened with my siblings, and I was too much of an arrogant cunt to ever like go to my classmates and say, okay, what's the deal, teach me something, or like say, okay, I'm lacking in there, like there's something that exists and I don't know. Like I look at the other gender and all I see is just fucking frightening things to be like really afraid of. So okay, what should I do? Read psychology.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
It turned out wonderful, but it's a really stupid way to be able, like, I don't think anyone in the human history have ever read psychology to be able to hit on women more efficiently.
Well, but that is sexy, you must admit. That is really, I mean, if your first choice to like really get into something is by reading psychology, that is like really intellectually.
It was okay.
Yeah,
like it was,
think...
first of all, it was very confusing because you don't know. Like you really don't know. Like you're reading, doesn't matter how well it is mentioned, how well it is explained. there are still holes in the knowledge that you have to fill. Like the idea of a woman was just like a complete
Well,
blank.
of course, the
And it's like puzzle,
execution.
puzzle, puzzle, puzzle after this. And like gathering every single piece of the puzzle was a challenge.
But I bet even after reading, well, it must have been like really hard to like really come up to a woman for the first time.
Oh,
Really?
I still remember the fucking incident.
Yeah.
It was so fucking awful.
How? What was? Do you remember the
I
context?
remember it like scene after scene, like second after second.
Do tell.
Do tell.
Do tell me.
Okay, but you don't mind if I smoke, do you?
Please.
So, first thing that the psychology, like reading about psychology, did for me was it didn't teach me much about women, but it made them in a way that, okay, they're human still. Like, they're not something that is completely different from you. Like, they might have different parts, but they're still human. Like, they go to the bathroom, they take a shit, they fart, they are all just as disgusting as you are in some ways. But for me, that wasn't really the case. So I had this knowledge going forward and talking to a woman whose name was Massa, weirdly. I was, I think, 16 and a half, approximately. Like, I wasn't 17, I was younger.
All right.
I was 16. And, well, there was this girl that we used to take the same bus to go to school, like different schools.
Sweet.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Innocence of a teenager. And well, day after day, I would just look. We would just look. We would share looks. No words would have been said. And it was a different time in Iran. Like now in Iran, everything is open. Like people have relationships because religion is really dead in Iran nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, it was still a big deal. Like talking to a woman could still get you in trouble. Like as if
in public.
Yes,
just
very
like...
much. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So like I think after following her home, like after for a month, I finally mustered up the courage to go. Don't laugh, you shit. I'm saying a month to like save some face. I'm pretty sure it was longer.
All right.
Yeah, let's not get that much into detail. But let's say it was the month. Let's like 1 month is embarrassing enough.
Okay.
And I remember like I finally mustered up the courage to go to this woman and talk. Well, first of all, I came out as a stalker. Because you're following someone. What the fuck are you doing following her?
That's my question.
Yeah. No, it's like the moment that I would picture me having a conversation with her, I would just freeze.
Yeah.
Like no word would have come out.
Yeah.
And same thing happened when I actually went on to approach her. I went on and approached her and started talking. And like I was so nervous.
Shaky.
Almost like barely standing up.
Yeah.
That poor girl. My God, she was a cool girl. She said, "It's okay. I'll take your number. Just relax. You're about to have a fucking panic attack."
Yes. I love her.
Yes.
I love
Honestly,
her.
like if you're about to get turned down, that's the best way to get turned down for the first time. I mean, I was turned down because who the fuck would like want to go out with someone who's this terrified? Is like, no, it's just that's get nicht. So she took the number, said, "It's okay, relax, you're doing fine."
Yeah.
It's like she was very mature for her age. I must say that's really not the typical response that I was like expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But she never actually gave me a call. We never really talked. But it was like the first time I was like, "Oh fucking hell!" I lost some virginity. Like there was one virgin part of me. It was like, okay, at the very least, you got this part.
You crossed the very first line. Yeah. That's good. But she did such a great job. Gosh, she really sounds awesome.
She sounds like a sweetheart. I don't think like the next year she was already out of our neighborhood, so I really never saw her again.
Oh well, maybe that's why.
But yeah, the reason that I started psychology, which evidently made me be able to read people now.
So you must be like great at it if you because I've never read books, psychology books, sadly. But I fear that if you have, then you must be even better at it than I am. Are you also the people hater? Like if I say, for instance, you are in a group and then you sense something negative coming from a person, and then all of the other people seem to be enjoying them. However, you feel this fucked up feeling about them, and then you're like the only one who really just does not really like them. Do you sometimes feel this way?
Not particularly, no.
No? You've never felt this way of being like the only one who feels very fucked up about a person who everybody else seems to be enjoying?
I've had, but it's a rare occurrence.
Rare?
Yeah, it is rare.
Right.
It's not something that happens on a constant, regular, day-to-day basis. But it's not just that. I began to notice that, well, as special each individual is,
Mm.
we're not that special. Like, there are things that are very, very remarkably unique about each individual. This is what I've learned. Like, there are character traits that it can be only found, like a mixture of character traits that can only be found in one person, or like
Yeah.
at least in a group of family that like share the same superego, that share the same values. That is to be found, right? But like, when you look at other people, when you look at people as a whole in general,
They're all the same.
uh a lot of it is
Yeah.
very much the same, even though, like I said, different character traits, but everyone has insecurities.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking easy to like determine who has what type of insecurity.
Yes.
It's like, you can instantly tell.
Yeah.
And women share their own form of insecurity, men share their own form of insecurity, men share some of this a lot of these insecurities with them. I'm pretty sure it's the same with women. I would rather not talk about like how women feel because I'm a man. And this podcast is an advocate for women life freedom movement that is happening for Iran. So I should be very careful when it comes to making like assumptions. But that's it. Like, you just need to, as far as I can tell, is that if you know yourself pretty well, you're bound to know everyone else just as well, because you're honest with yourself. You know your what your insecurities are. You don't lie to yourself about them, and then you would see what type of behaviors you show when those insecurities come up, and then you match it exactly with the other person's insecurity and the other person's behavior. It's like, I'm wearing a hat, right? I'm bald.
Yeah.
Underneath, that's a form of insecurity.
Oh,
And
you're shitting me, really?
I don't have that now.
All right,
like,
good.
I like wear it because I wear it, and like I made my peace with going bald a long time ago. But
Is that not by choice?
it is by choice, and it's not by choice because the hairline is receding.
A lot? Would you say?
It's not for me. No, for me, it's still like, if I grow my hair back again, you wouldn't look at me and say this person is bald. But you can tell that this person is growing bald. Like, eventually that will going to happen.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And I have a certain types of behavior. I used to have a certain types of behavior to hide that. And then I see it in other people. It's like, that's your insecurity.
Yeah.
And it's not just this. It's about the way someone is dressed, the way someone walks, the way someone fucking breathes.
Yeah.
Like, I would tell you can tell a lot about the person based on the way that they're breathing. Like, how deep is their breath? Like, how intimidated they are.
Yeah.
Like, people who are generally more intimidated take shorter, like, breaths are far shorter. Like, it shows itself. And if you see those behavior in yourself, you'll begin to see it everywhere. It's like, you're suffering from that. I do. Or at least I used to do. Or like,
that's such a nice feeling, though.
It is and it isn't. It is because you would feel like that you're not alone going through this. But at the same time, I feel like it's not also very nice because
it's not
you're just part of the
nice.
crowd. And there's nothing unique about you in some ways.
Yeah, but concerning the insecurities, I feel like it's always better to like know that you're not the only one.
In some ways, yeah.
Do you have talents?
I feel like you're podcasting me now instead of me podcasting you.
Am I not allowed to?
Yes, you are, of course. No, I actually encourage that because usually I'm the one who's always speaking. Like, who's always asking the questions and receiving the answers. I don't mind being on the other side.
Yeah, well, I make my own rules.
Sure. Sorry, what was the question?
Do you have talent?
I think I do. Well, there's one God-given talent. I
Yeah.
have a disgustingly good memory, especially long-term memory.
Wow.
Short-term memory is not all that good, but like
Nice.
long-term memory is not nice. You're saying nice? It's
Well,
not
you
nice
remember
at
all the fucked up shit that happened
Exactly.
to you. Yeah.
And I would tell you that you would remember the fucked up shit more vividly than you would
Because
the
of the
good
trauma.
events. Not just the trauma. I think like human beings are manufactured in a way that we would just learn from our mistakes more than enjoy from them in like a pleasant moment.
Yeah.
Because the mistake is like something bad happens to you, you try to turn it into a lesson. And you would remember those lessons to say, okay, I touched something hot, I got burned, maybe I shouldn't do that again. But like if you're having fun, who really cares? Time is flying. Like,
Yeah.
you're not even noticing the passage of time. One of the God-given talents that I have been given is that disgusting memory that I remember everything like frame after frame, especially for long term. Short term is a little bit more manageable. Uh, and I actually consider me being able to read people as one of my talents.
Yeah.
I think I do it better than the average fella.
Yeah. I believe you.
What about you? What are your talents? Do you think you have
Well, I am extremely flexible.
in regards to?
No, my body. That is also a God.
Oh, right.
Yeah. A gift from God. However, well, other than that, I'm really good at learning languages.
Yeah, no shit. How many do you already speak? Russian, English, German, what else?
Yeah, well, had Spanish in school.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I could really like talk to a Spanish person because one of my friends was also Spanish. Not really that fluent, however, I could like, lead a conversation. But
Tu parles français?
oh, on peut.
Un peu. Je parle un peu français aussi.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Yeah. Just, but other than that, no, I'm not really talented.
Well, you still have time to discover your talents.
Oh yeah,
so do I, actually. I think both of us still do.
Yeah, well.
Besides, I barely spoke one language when I was 19, 20. Yeah, at the very least, you're like 2 languages ahead of me.
Yeah, well. No, really. What languages did you speak when you were like 19? Before you came to Germany?
Well, Persian.
Yeah,
and
Persian.
I spoke English, not as fluently as I do now, but I understood it quite well.
English lit. How did you get into English lit? Just throughout reading? How did you discover your love?
No, that's actually, it was completely by accident. And I have somewhat my brother to thank for.
Really?
Based on the tradition of the Puria clan, the Puria family, I was obligated to study something that is math related. Because it's just a part of the family tradition. Like my oldest brother has masters in physics, like atomic physics. The next one is IT. The next one is civil engineering, and my sister was law. So like my sister was the biggest lawbreaker for studying law even. Then it came to me, and based on the recommendation of my parents, I was told that I already speak a very good English, so there's really no need for me to do anything about it in university. Because they didn't look at English literature as something. They looked at English literature as English. It's like you're going there to learn English.
Lame.
Yeah, exactly. So I was compelled to study civil engineering at first. That was actually a decent, not a decent, but it was like an eye-opening period in my life.
Oh, so you did for a while?
Yeah, for a year. For a full year, I studied civil engineering and failed miserably.
Oh, really?
Miserably, both semesters.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
You would say that, and you would think that I learned. But the next year, when it was again time to apply for university, I said, maybe this math thing is really not my thing, maybe. Said, nope, it's still your thing. Civil engineering, not successful, try IT.
Oh, God.
And I studied IT for 2 semesters and failed even more miserably than the first time.
Did they give up after that?
After that, my dad was like, as long as you just go to a fucking university, I don't give a flying fuck what you do or where you go or what you do.
Thank God.
Just go. Just stay away from us.
Thank
Read
God.
something. And yes, really, really thank God for that. And then my brother suggested English and said, it's not going to be successful as in anything else. That's actually bullshit. If I studied cinema, I would have been very successful. If I studied like fine arts, I would have been very successful. These were the things that I was already very much interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But in some ways, I'm actually quite glad that it didn't happen, because studying cinema in Iran is weird, because cinema is an art form and you cannot really have that much censorship in art form. And you go to and you go to the cinemas of Iran. A man and a woman, husband and wife, are the wife is wearing a hijab, even in the fucking. It's like, what the fuck are we even making? Is it a surreal film? Like what?
Yeah.
So yeah, that part I'm actually glad that I didn't get to study cinema, because if I wanted to do it, I can actually do it here.
Yeah.
I would much more prefer to do it here than back in Iran. But so okay, I have those, and I already have a very, very good talent in English and like in learning foreign languages. Back then, I was already starting my French as well. Like before going to university, I started learning French on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there, and in the great contrast of the first two universities, I was massively successful. Like
Yeah.
for the first time ever, I think in my life, I experienced being at the top of my class.
Found your thing.
You could say that.
Yeah. That's such an amazing feeling.
It was
Jesus
like the
Christ.
like 2 years
that
of
feels
trying, 2 years
so
of
good.
very good, and turned out I'm actually quite okay. And then I continued.
So
all
were
the way.
the folks proud in the end? They were.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
I think they were proud after the first semester, because they wouldn't even begin to believe that I'm doing well. So it's like, no, you're just going to be a failure.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah, well, told you guys. This is good.
No, I think the problem with the university was literally the last problem that I had with my family. Because growing up, we had a lot of issues,
Really?
mostly regarding Islam.
Yeah.
It's very critical of this religion.
Very enforcing.
Very enforcing.
Yeah.
And it's not just that. It's like I began to understand the more a family focuses on religion, any type of religion, the worse it gets for the children.
Yeah.
Like far, far worse gets for the children. And it's not just in like a day-to-day life. It becomes a fucked up thing at the psychological level. Psychological level, meaning that you won't be able to like touch a woman, and you would feel intimidated to talk to them, and a lot of other things. I would need something else other than tea to be able to really yeah. But it wasn't pretty, but eventually we made our peace with each other. Like in the end, I began to respect what they are without trying to change them into something that I wanted them to be. Because I would look at the other kids' parents. It's like, these are cool parents. These are the parents that don't talk about like religious shit all the time.
So your parents, they stuck to their guns. They're still the same. Very much strictly.
Less than before.
A bit less.
Yeah, because there's a weird relationship between religion and government in my country. And the more you hate your government, the less sentimental you would feel towards the religion of that government.
Yeah.
And the religion that like most people wouldn't believe when I tell them that like 80% of Iranians currently living in Iran are atheists. Like people have a really hard time believing that. It's like Islamic Republic of Iran, then what the fuck? What is the name of your country that?
Yeah. Well, see.
You never had that in your family, did you?
No, my grandma. I told you about her.
Yeah.
Ever since, I think my grandma was still, well, not forced, but she was more strictly, raised in religious, just like rules, and going to church on the Easter night and just, staying there the entire night praying. Although right now it's a beautiful ritual. I sometimes also, if I have the opportunity, then I go to church on the Easter night because it's just so beautiful and it just feels nice. However, it's fully different when you're forced to do so and when you do it, well, by your own will.
Yeah.
So my grandma told my mother, never ever am I going to force you to read the Bible or go to church with me or do anything concerning religion.
You have a cool grandmother.
Really? Yeah. My grandma we were all baptized in the churches, but that was all. We were baptized so that, well, we would, consider ourselves protected by God. But how far we would go into this direction or how deep we would take it, that was our decision and our decision only. So this is really what I love about my family. We were never really, we were always given a choice. And that's why I think also all of us just grew up with this healthy slight love to religion and God. However, we were still, quite sober concerning, because sometimes you meet, like, for instance, our neighbors. In Christianity, on Sundays, you're not meant to be using scissors, for instance. You would
Okay.
cutting a paper is a sin on Sundays, for instance.
Religion
This
is
is
a funny thing.
insane. This is insane. Once, like, our neighbors, they saw my brother using scissors on what fuck do I know, like, well, leaves. If you're a poor village child, you find shit to do just in your garden. You take like a knife and you just start, playing with sand.
Yeah.
This is the best you can do. And so our neighbors just saw my brother playing with scissors and leaves on a Sunday. The way that this woman literally ran to my grandma and screamed at her for her grandchild just cutting,
How
playing
dare
with
he?
scissors, really. So this is the type of people that we were surrounded by. However, well, I got quite lucky, yeah. But right now, you are not Muslim nor atheist.
No.
You just
When it comes to the
living.
matter of religion, I feel a little bit iffy because, first of all, I like I told you, if any religion comes, Abrahamic or non-Abrahamic, if it comes and like convinces me of something, I'm open.
Yeah.
Like I don't have anything closed out of prejudice or out of hatred. That used to be the case, but I don't have that now. So it's like, okay, convince me in the ways of science, in the ways of something that I would understand, in the ways of metaphysics, whatever, whatever the vessel might be. Convince me, then I'll be your guy. I'm open to the concept of the existence of God somehow, but not in the way that is depicted in our religious at all. I don't picture a bearded dude sitting in the sky passing judgments
It
and
is
like
quite absurd.
yeah,
I
it's
agree.
very absurd.
Yes,
Like
it is.
I just that
I
form of God I
understand.
do not get. But like the more I study about, like, I don't know, astrophysics and the creation of like our planet Earth, the creation of our solar system, how big it is, like as a matter of scale,
Yeah.
and the fact that I love the way Brian Cox described what the planet Earth is. He calls Earth the only island of meaning for as long as the eye could see, because that's it. That's all it is. That's us developed like organic life, developed this form that we are currently, with so many years of history, violence, art, heartbreak, courage, victory, war,
Yeah.
all of that. And then you look outside of the globe, and it's just silence. A complete silence. Nothing is coming out, nothing is going anywhere. As far as we know, currently in our solar system and in our galaxy, we are the only island of meaning, the only thing that has a value to it. And when I see something like this and I feel like, okay, it was chance, like single cell organism multiplying, becoming multiple cell organisms, then life starting out of water, then coming to land, like all of this process that took like years and like thousands of years for us to reach here at this moment, I feel like, oh, come on, that's a little bit too good to be random.
Yeah.
So like in that sense, that's the only thing that I have with God. Is like someone pushed the first domino, maybe. Like a force, a light, a being,
Something,
an entity,
like
whatever it
something,
was.
yeah.
It pushed the first domino, and this all chain of events began to happen. Because like if humans weren't here, the enormous nature of this galaxy and the universe would be completely unknown, because there would be no such thing to know. There's nothing to know. There's nothing to talk about. There's no one to look at anything. It's just full chaos. But then on a very, very, very small planet close to a very young sun, which is not all that powerful, we have this. And it's nice gravity, it's breathable air, nice people.
Can't complain.
Really cannot complain.
Would you have liked to live in like another period?
Always.
Yeah?
That's one of my biggest curses.
I could really picture you in some kind of like Versailles or something like that. In that time.
No, that's very good of you to say it
Really?
like that. But no, I think the period that I really wanted to live in was between the First World War and the Second World War.
Really? Brutal
Yeah.
time.
No. Actually, those times depends on which part of the world that
I
you're
had
talking about.
German history.
Yeah, German history, those periods of time were very brutal. Like when you read that part of history, you would realize that why Germany was so angry to initiate the Second World War.
Yeah,
like they just fucked this country up completely.
They fucked it up.
Yeah, and they blamed everything and everyone on Germany, and like so the life situation here was not all that great. Actually, no. Yeah, I think it is a good period. Like there are lots of good periods, like periods that I would love to live in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 70s in Europe. That was like 60s, 70s in Europe. That would have been a very good time for art. Like good cinema, good painting, good everyone.
Yes, that my father was born there. See.
Have you watched Midnight in Paris?
Midnight, no.
You haven't watched Midnight in Paris?
No.
You should definitely watch.
Is that a romance? Is that?
It is somewhat of a romance, but it's not really that. It's a story about a guy that goes to Paris with his fiancée, and they're walking in Paris. He gets separated from the wife. The wife goes shopping, and like the wife isn't like just put there to be an annoying antagonist. It's really not related to the story. But the husband is a writer. And he's walking in the city, sits down by a church, and the church bell rings. And as soon as it rings, an old cart comes, picks him up, and takes him to a bar. And like the setting of the movie is like Paris in 2010 or something. He hitches the ride on the bus, goes to a cafe, starts talking to someone. It's like, I'm Gil Pender. What's your name? He says, Hemingway. Says, Hemingway? Yes, Hemingway. Then it's he apparently, as soon as he took that ride, he went back in time. He went to the time of Hemingway, Fitzgerald, Dali, Modigliani, like great figure after great figure, like icons of art, icons in cinema. He meets Louis Buñuel, he meets Salvador Dali, he meets like every single one of these characters that he admires. And then he talks about the novel that he's trying to write, and he asks their opinion to like give him some pointers. It's such a brilliant film. Like I spoiled it a little bit for you, but the movie is really not about being spoiled or anything. You really cannot spoil it because you're just there to enjoy the scenery. Like you're just there to enjoy the fact that someone is speaking to Hemingway in a bar. Nice. And he would look like exactly like you would picture Hemingway to be.
What year was the movie created? Approximately
2016. I'm not sure.
Midnight in Paris.
I think earlier. Maybe 2010. Even.
I'll give it a shot.
Definitely, you must.
If there is someone who loves watching movies, then it's me. Like, that's genuinely, me. Really, I am like, I watch everything. Everything.
That's actually very good to hear.
That's why
it will make you very smart. I blame a lot of my intellect. I'm not saying that I'm all that smart. I actually am not. But I have my own issues, my own mistakes. But whatever intelligence that I have gathered, I gathered through books and through movies.
Yeah, but through the older ones, I must say, because most of the newer ones, for instance, on Netflix, or I don't know what you watch.
I don't have Netflix.
You don't have Netflix. No. You don't fucking need it.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
No, you don't need it. Just most of the old ones, for instance, I see The Godfather hanging there. Have you seen all of them?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah, well, just like, like The Bronx Tale and all of these, just like older movies. I feel like these are the ones that actually... Have you seen The Green Mile with Tom Hanks?
Yes, I have.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, indeed. John Coffey. John Coffey and Jesus Christ.
Recently rewatched it. Really.
There were only 3 movies that made me cry. Green Mile is one of them.
Yeah, which are the other 2?
The other one is Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
It's a Steven Spielberg film. And the other one was the movie Father, which initially the first time I watched it, I did not cry.
All right.
But the second time I watched it was almost like a month of my father's passing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, fucking hell. And I'm not that, like, it takes.
Awesome movie choice to watch right after your father passed away, Ali. Good job.
And I gotta say, it's actually quite hard to make me cry. Like Green Mile, being one of my top 10 movies, successfully did that to me.
Yeah.
You're actually, I must say, I have a lot of movie recommendations for you. Then.
Really?
That's all I have ever done. Like in Iran, it's boring as shit. There are no bars. There are no like the typical social activities that young people do here. We have none of that.
Jesus.
Yeah, we really don't. We like cafes are a big thing in Iran.
All right.
Like far bigger than what they are here. Because it's basically a hub for people to meet each other, and since there's no alcohol, people are actually forced to say something profound, to say something that actually matters. So like it created a form of like cultural scenery in Iran. Like the fact that like cafes opened up in Iran was one of the best things that happened to Iran, because it kept Iran and Iranians a little bit upgraded for the current situations. But like we didn't have all that much fun, and the most amount of fun that we had was us watching movies and reading books and going to these cafes, talking about them. I mean, back in the day, we would I don't know, show off little shits. Was trying to like impress other people to say how sophisticated we are. And, like we have read this, we have read that. Like there was this I don't know, competition form of behavior, and which was good. Like back in the day, we felt kind of stupid because we say, I read this, I'm smarter than you, you haven't read. Like it was like a little bit childish play, but eventually, the outcome of what was happening was a positive one. Yeah, because everyone read. Yeah. So movies and books, cafes, one of the only ways I could have fun. So there was a period in my life where I just wouldn't watch movies. Like I hear this movie, I would go to a country, pick a director, watch the entire resume of that director and move on to the next one. Really? And then move on to the next one. Like I would go to Japan, I would say, okay, who are the top 4 directors of Japan? Is Kurosawa, is Miyazaki, is Mizoguchi, is like, I knew the name. That's like, okay, we go. And then I would start watching Kurosawa when he was making movies in the fucking 40s. And then all the way to 70s. Motherfucker made like, I think 30 something movies. Like it didn't matter how much I watched, it wouldn't end. Yeah. Then I would say, okay, Japan, I'm done. I don't want to watch anymore. Then I would go to like Sweden. Then it would be like Ingmar Bergman. Then I would watch Persona and Seventh Seal, Wild Strawberries, like next after one after that. And I think I have watched the movies of like Fritz Lang that started making films at 1911 or like 1912, like all the way to the 30s.
Like black and white, like full on.
Black and white,
full on,
like no, silent, even silent.
Even
like,
silent movies.
Like when people talked, you would see the dialogue like a subtitle.
Well, the amount of knowledge you possess over arts and cinema.
It's not knowledge. I wouldn't really call it knowledge. Like the thing is, like you watch 3 hours of a movie, and sometimes it really doesn't have much for you to learn. Like you watch Lord of the Rings, right? It's an amazing thing, and I'm an avid fan and I love to watch it. But there's not much you can really learn because you're basically watching an adventure take place. So but a lot of movies, yes, I would actually say a lot of it. Yeah.
That is really cool that you started this podcast, because if you were working only at the hotel with all of this in here, you would literally be like a fucking idiot. You're still an idiot because the podcast is not even enough. The way that you could be enlightening people with so much information.
Yeah, no one is here to benefit. Which is actually okay. No, I'm
No, you are like, you are a person who, you would be an amazing professor. You do not want to hear of it, but you would be such a lovely professor.
Sound just like my mother.
See? Oh my god, this is the best compliment. I love getting told that I sound like someone's
Really?
mother. Yeah,
No, you
love
do
it.
sound like my mom.
Love it.
A vaguely British accent, to be sure, but it's still like.
No.
Well, I'm doing this podcast. Hopefully, like, don't tell this to our bosses, because because I want them to be under the impression that I want to continue my work with them, even though I'm turning my contract into a part time.
Yeah.
I still want to say, guys, I'm coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Because I might actually have to. This is a big gamble that I'm taking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm reducing my salary, but like 40%. I'm saying, okay, fuck the salary and fuck
Oof.
the leisure life that I have. I don't want that. Like, I want to do something that I actually enjoy doing. Like, I enjoy doing this shit.
Yeah, I can
It's
tell.
Yeah,
You're
it's
good at it.
Thank you. I actually also think so. Like, I don't give myself credit all that often, but this is one of the things that I do give myself credit. I feel like I'm good at it. Like, I know what I'm doing. I've
Yeah.
listened to enough podcasts to know the basics, and I've acquired enough information, like even bullshit information. Like, I can yap about mixed martial arts for 2 hours with that person. If the person who's coming here and knows about mixed martial arts, I can talk about that. I can talk about history of World War, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then movies, again, another 2 hours. Then psychology, 2 hours. Philosophy, 2 hours. Like, I have information about a lot of forms of life to be able to hold up a conversation for 2 hours. And when you have that, it's like, what's the first job that you must do is podcasting. Besides, like, I really have to quit our job. You have my sympathies. God bless. It's something that you enjoy doing. It's something that you're actually studying. Good for you. That is really not my forte. I'm good at it. Unfortunately, I'm good at
That's what I'm telling you. You
But-
are literally, you're wasting your time in that damn hotel with so much potential. Genuinely. Like, I know money is still coming in. I know, Ali, money is coming in. Your job is not all that bad because you don't have to talk to people. But the potential that is there. And I mean, in Germany, you can always, if education is the problem, Germany is probably one of the easiest countries considering education,
In
or
some ways,
considering,
yes.
you know, taking some scholar, I don't fucking know what these things are called, like Schulung, you know. What the fuck? You can go to a few of these and then you can. Do you have lots of friends who are also like really interested in cinema? And like, are you surrounded by people who
but I
share
have
the
limited
same?
access to them.
Are
Like,
they?
yeah, the person that I had the most amount of stuff to say, especially in regards to cinema, was a very close friend of mine in Iran. Now he's in Spain. He's
What about
closer, but
Germany?
still far away. Germany, not really.
Not
Like,
really.
I've had 2 episodes with one friend of mine. Very good kid. I adore him. He's like a nice human. He has a good heart. But we start talking about movies, and not much besides Marvel comes out. Like Marvel movies.
That's a pity.
It is. And that's the thing. Like, people that I'm surrounded with are cool people, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't really looked. I think I should look more.
See, I know you haven't looked because you seem just like the person who's, you know, you're fine on your own. You are fine on your own. You told me that you like spending time on your own way too much. And that is really something, because if you were actually surrounded by people who also share the same passions, which are cinema and arts for you, for instance, or like even literature, can you imagine how cool that would be?
I think for that, I have to like make a drastic change in the way that I'm living, meaning that if I take, let's say, a course in cinema in any university anywhere, then I would be surrounded with people who are at least interested. Maybe
Yes.
they don't have the knowledge, but they would be interested more.
Yes.
And I have friends who are interested in movies. Well, one of them is very interested, and he actually has some stuff to say, but he's also Iranian and he has a family. And my podcast, I must say, actually has a bad reputation. It doesn't have much of a reputation, but whatever reputation it has is a bad one, because it's difficult for Iranians to participate.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah, because I have no censors, and I talk direct shit to the supreme leader of Iran and call him a cunt on air. And
Good.
yeah, it's not that easy. I think the biggest problem that I actually have currently is the guest problem. I don't have that many interesting guests. Interesting, yeah, sure, but not too many. Like
Yeah,
they're
well,
very limited.
in order to find guests, you actually have to get out there.
Yeah, I will eventually.
And
Well,
like,
this is my desperate attempt to exactly do that because first of all, I'm sitting in front of the camera, which I actually don't like. I
really,
must say, yeah, I always pictured myself behind the camera, not in the front. Never in the front. Like I never had any delusions of being an actor ever, or like even a performer at any rate. Director for sure. Like that would like gets my teeth on edge.
yeah,
Like
well,
that
see,
that one I would like to like be behind the camera.
that would be great.
Yeah, this is at least closer to what I want to do.
Yeah.
There's a camera. I'm talking, and I'm actually. Did I do something drastically? No. Okay, good. I'm actually doing something that I enjoy doing. Uh, we'll have to see. I have to see how much I can make a living out of this one. Like, like this podcast has to be successful enough for
Yeah.
me to like sustain myself on a monthly basis. It's not there at all yet. Like I'm very small currently.
Oh, well, it takes time.
It does. It takes time and it takes I don't know, consistency.
Yes.
Though this work that I'm having is not allowing me to be consistent. And I have to be a bit more consistent.
Have you already reached the paper in? The part-time?
No, soon.
No.
No, beginning of December. And that wasn't actually like the only reason. Like I realized that I have to change this job first because of my passion for this, for doing something that I like.
Yeah.
Second is because I want to get a dog.
You want to get what?
I want to get a dog, a golden retriever.
Really?
Yes, and it's super unfair to get a dog and leave it by himself
Yeah.
for like 9 hours per day.
A dog is an amazing.
Yeah, you have one, right?
I have one.
Oh, good for you.
I recommend
cute
everyone. It is a cute one, but dogs, they make you so happy.
Yeah.
I am really not the person to tell you, oh my god, no, it's so much effort. It is. However, you know what you're doing. I am sure you know what you're doing, and you will be great at it. Because
I actually feel the same way.
Jesus, the second you wake up and then you see their eyes. Oh, and the golden retriever one as well. He will make you happy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I want that, and I want to be able to make money where I don't have to be physically tied to a location. Like currently, I'm physically tied to this
the
part
hotel.
of Germany.
Yeah.
I don't want to name which part because my location is to be kept secret.
Oh,
Not
sure.
online.
Yeah.
But I'm very much bound to this particular part of Germany, and I have to stay in it. I don't even want to stay in Germany. Like I want to say, okay, I want to live for 1 year in Thailand, then for 1 year in Philippines, then for 1 year in Japan, for 1 year in Argentina, in Brazil. Like there are a lot of places on this planet of Earth of ours that I have not visited yet.
Yeah.
And I'm being annoyed that like I went through so much effort to leave Iran just to come here and be tied down to one country. As good as it is, like Germany has been kind to me, don't get me wrong. Like I have my criticisms towards Germany and towards German people, but in the end, this country has been very kind to me. So I'm not complaining all that much. But I really didn't go through all the, like it took me an effort, like astronomical effort to be able to leave. Because first of all, we have the mandatory military service in Iran. I did not pass that. I did not participate. And when you don't want to do that, you have to like leave a huge sum of money to the government.
Fuck.
Stating that I promised to come back, so you will give me back the money. I gave away the money and said, fuck all of you. I don't want the money. Keep it. I want my freedom.
Oh, so technically you're not obligated anymore to...
I am obligated.
You still are obligated?
Yes, definitely. If I go back, I have to immediately surrender my passport and finish
fuck no.
Yes, definitely. One of the reasons that I have stayed outside of Iran for the past 5 years almost. Because if I go back, well, now with the current situation of the political podcast that I have, that military mandatory service is going to be the least of my concerns.
Even though you paid the money?
Yeah, it's going to be the least of my concerns because jail time is waiting for me. If not a death sentence.
Ali!
I know. Yeah, because of my activities here. But I had to pay back in the day, I think approximately like 3,000 euros.
I don't even have 3,000.
The money that I desperately needed when I moved to Budapest. Like I said, you motherfuckers, like I'm struggling for 100 euro here, 200 euro there. And then I had to like just
Fucking
give away 3,000 euros. Said,
yeah.
take it, just give me my life and allow me to fuck off.
For fucking peace, you had to pay 3,000 in your broke face
Yeah.
for fucking peace. Ridiculous.
So yeah, I cannot have all of that to say, okay, I've bribed this much. That wasn't the only money that I had to spend. I spent a lot of money with university, with embassy, with bribes, with like different organizations, like government organizations in Iran. I did all of that. It took me 2 years to finally be able to, like, I started the process of leaving Iran. It took me exactly 2 years. Like 2 years later, I was out.
Exhausting.
Very exhausting. And I think to myself that I did all of that just to come here and be like
Rot.
a banquet manager in a fucking hotel here in the outskirts of no. I felt like very unfulfilled, let's say.
I
Let's not.
understand. I understand. Well, you are making progress.
We'll see.
That's all I can. That's all I can.
I am
tell
making
you.
progress.
You are changing shit. If you were like saying this and then you would just be like, you know, but I'm just gonna keep living this way, then I would have told you, Ollie, what the fuck. But I can tell that you are, you know, you're trying to change things up.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how it turns out.
we'll see how it turns
I'm actually
out.
quite hopeful.
Content.
Content, definitely. Well, not content enough, because I'm not doing enough to be content about it.
Yeah, well, give it time.
Yeah, but all it's the beginning.
Yeah.
Besides, I gotta say, I actually needed that hotel to be a full-time to get myself the equipment, the house, and everything.
Yeah.
And then 1 year later, I had all of it. I was like, okay, let's go. But we'll see. But I need it to be like, and I don't really need much, honestly. Like I'm not a money person. Like for me, money, the entirety of the concept of money is that I want to be rich enough to, when I'm going to like a restaurant or a hotel, I won't worry. I'm not worried about the bill. That's it. That's my definition of what rich is.
Yeah.
That you want to go to travel, you want to go to a restaurant, you want to do something, you're not concerned. I never wanted like that form of car, this form of house, that villa,
fuck
none
no,
of that.
no.
Like it never had any form of appeal to me. And it still doesn't to this day. But I think like 2,500 euros per month, if I can make it with this podcast, is more than enough.
3.5.
2.3 depends on where I'm living, because like if I'm making like 2,000 euros and I'm living in Philippines, that's peanuts. Like I would live like a king.
Yeah.
Like I would literally like move into a penthouse immediately.
Yeah.
But like if I set the limit at 2,000, there will still be countries that I really want to visit and live there for like a year, and I won't be able to. Like Iceland. Iceland is one of the countries that I would really love to visit.
Even
It's very
Europe
expensive.
nowadays, yeah.
Even some parts of Europe.
Fucking Europe nowadays. Have you ever lived in Paris?
I not lived, but
Not
I was
lived.
there for a week.
For a week.
Yeah, my ex was going to university there.
The one whom you did not want to move to Italy with.
Yes. Oh my God.
You-
She's
you
going to be
fuck.
watching.
Literally, I'm still mad at you for this.
Why did I give you that information to tell that now?
That is so not legitimate.
I actually hope that she's not watching.
I
If you're
hope that she is, because girl, I'm on your side. I am on your side. Trust me.
You shouldn't be.
Well,
yeah, with that one,
with that one,
and it was a blast.
you
loved
liked Paris. Yeah, I loved it.
I loved it. It has its own. Definitely had its own
fuck
problems.
yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah,
And did you travel with a family, friend, or what?
family.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. However, when you've got immigrant parents who are very, you know, sometimes my father is from Syria and he can be quite conservative about certain things. And when my
Your
father
father is
sees
from.
Syria,
I did not know that. Damn.
See?
Syria and Belarus, the mixture.
Syria and Belarus,
Okay.
yeah. And when my father sees crowds of just people sleeping under the bridge with, you know, lots of, well, you know what shit happens
Yeah.
in Paris, he becomes quite overprotective over his children. And then he's like, I would never want you to, you know, walk here or live here. So that sometimes he really forgets to see the beauty behind that. You know, he concentrates. My mother is more like, oh, well, this is so beautiful. She can filter it out a little bit. She's like, well, it is a big city. You must comprehend that there will be downsides to it. However, my father, he's just really, he turns into this protective human being who's like, no, I cannot
Due to his
bear
background
this.
is very understandable.
See?
He has seen how ugly it can
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. That's why I was a bit, you know, bummed sometimes. But one walk into like literally any Paris is fucking beautiful. Not just seeing Versailles. You walk on the streets, you are literally just like, this is
I didn't even
beautiful.
go to Versailles.
You didn't even go?
No. I didn't even go to Louvre neither. That really did not interest
Louvre
me.
was underwhelming. You know, it's just this like all of those crowds taking pictures of the Mona Lisa when you've got like fucking large,
it's the biggest sign of stupidity in people.
amazing paintings, and not just in the Louvre. You know, just the rest of Paris has got many more, way more exciting things to see. Amazing.
Yeah, for me,
honestly.
it wasn't about any of that. Like, for me, it was, well, I think, like, this is what I recommend to people, especially when it comes to visiting Paris. Don't visit with your friends or family. Like, Paris is a romantic city.
Oh, well,
In my opinion, at least the way I enjoyed it, and the way, like, I really, really enjoyed Paris.
yeah,
And
with your
it was,
lover.
yeah. But I think there are cities that you would enjoy more with your friends than you would do with a partner, like a romantic partner, and vice versa. There are cities that is like the opposite. Like Budapest is really not as well. No, Budapest is really a city that you would have a lot more fun with your friends than you would with your partner. This is like wild, chaotic.
Just like
not,
culturally rich, you know,
yeah, it has some.
adventurous.
Yeah, but like in Paris, I felt like that was literally the only way to really, really get to enjoy the city. The idea of waking up next to someone that you like love, care about, and then go downstairs to get a croissant and coffee. That's nice. That's something that I can. Okay, I did that, right? And
Yeah.
it was like the first night that we got there. We watched first of all a lot of red wine. Then we watched Ratatouille while making making Ratatouille, and like in Paris, while we could literally see the Eiffel Tower outside. For me, it's like moments like this, like the 2-hour experience, 3-hour experience. Like there's a movie that I really love, Angela. It's a Luc Besson movie, 2006. Very good movie, also recommended. And there was a scene where the protagonist is committing suicide on one of the bridges. I walked on that bridge.
Really?
And when I was walking, it's like, for me, that was like an orgasm. It's like, this is just as good as it gets. Or like you walk and you see one of Monet's paintings.
Yeah.
You see what Monet saw as he was painting his painting.
Yeah.
And you feel the history. You feel like, okay, Modigliani has been here.
Oh, this is amazing.
You feel like Mauricio Trillo has been here. Like you feel like great artists, and like movie after movie, like you watch I also watched Midnight in Paris. An amazing experience. Then you would watch and find the same cathedral that Gil Pender was kidnapped and taken to a crazy ride back in history. I saw that cathedral. Then it was like a street that I watched in Rules of the Game of Jean Renoir, and I got to walk in that street. It's like, it was moments like this for me. It's like, okay, I got to live Paris, the Paris that I saw so many years through the screen. It's like, okay, I'm here. I made it.
You did what I wanted to do. Well, technically, when we were in Paris with my family, I watched Bridgerton. So, you know, that created some Versailles feeling for me. But, well, you're lucky enough to have had a partner to go to Paris with.
Very true.
I've only just had the opportunity of traveling with my family. I traveled with my friends once, and that was quite a bad experience, so that just scared me off a little bit. Spain.
How was that a bad experience?
Typical teenager friends vacation where everyone is just, you know, drinking every single night. And just everyone is making out with everyone else, and you know, just really.
That sounds fun, no?
Yeah, well, for 2 nights, and then you're just like, you know, and then I started just going out, just on my own to the sea in the night, just to, you know, call my mom, "Mommy, I miss you." I travel with my mother like 90% of the time.
That's actually
Still.
good. I feel like you have a very good relationship with your family. Your parents still together, by the way?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Very close to my family, very close to my mother.
How many siblings?
One
Just
brother.
one brother.
Yeah.
Older, right?
Older.
Older.
Yeah. So, but that is like, I can imagine that going to Paris with your partner is
It's fun. I
it's
recommend,
really fun.
but I don't recommend it with a group of friends. It depends though. If you're a group of friends that just wants to like rave and party and drink and do drugs, yeah, that might work because like the raving scenery in Paris is out
Oh
of
well,
this world.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like no other country, no other city, no other country comes even close. Like
Berlin.
even Berlin, not
No?
not even Berlin.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and
Jesus.
raving in Paris. Although like
Berlin was
Berlin,
bad.
you have like Berghain, Kit Kat, and like Sisyphus, the famous ones.
Yeah.
Paris doesn't really have this that are like globally famous, but they have like very good DJs and very good locations for rave, and it's like very well organized. You can enjoy that, but nah, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, at this point of my life, I barely drink nowadays.
I love food.
Food,
Everywhere I go, I just
very
like
expensive
I eat.
food though in Paris.
Jesus, everywhere. Really, in Paris or Thailand was amazing concerning food because, well, technically you've got very cheap food, for instance, and it tastes really. Paris was very expensive. Spain is like a bit on the cheaper side, but in Paris, I like mainly just ate literally all of these. Do you like sweets? Like, are you a cake person or are you more like a salty person?
I am more salty, but I do occasionally enjoy cakes.
You do it, yeah. Well, because I ate so many cakes when I was in Paris. This
Yeah,
is
so
like
did I. Like,
that's
the amount of pastry was just atrocious.
really one of
It's
my
Paris.
passions.
You have to.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, the daily croissant is a necessity.
Definitely not just like just even baguette and butter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a
Did
lot
you
of
guys? Did
baguettes,
you
yeah.
guys
Every
have
night.
lots?
Every
Yeah.
night.
Well,
Camembert, baguettes, grapes.
You
Like we did
guys-
the full
you
French
did the
experience.
yeah, but you guys did a great job.
Yeah, we did. It was okay. Now it's over. Now,
Where did you guys go after Paris? You returned
she
back
was studying
to,
there. She was studying there.
and you went to visit,
Yeah. I was.
and then at that time you were living in
Budapest. Still.
Budapest.
Yeah. We met in Budapest. She left. We turned to long distance. We stopped the long distance.
Yeah.
And Paris was like a very short fling. We came back. It was again like just friendly.
Mm-hmm.
But I stayed in Budapest afterwards. I think I stayed in Budapest for another 7 months. I went to Vienna for a while.
Oh.
A couple of months. Gorgeous city.
Oh wow.
You have been there, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What a city.
Fucking hell.
Although I didn't get to enjoy it, I was there.
What?
Yes, I was there mostly at winter.
Oh well,
and Vienna in winter
That's
is
like-
fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Like the wind of Vienna.
That's like-
you get the same cold as you get in Germany. Like exact
But
same cold,
just
but
like
you get the
with-
wind.
Yeah.
It's like bone crushing,
Yeah.
chilling.
That's fucked up,
Yeah.
honestly. But other than that, beautiful.
How did you enjoy Thailand? When did you go, by the way?
When last year in February, going back in February again.
You're going back again.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that it is, right? Mother.
Mother.
With my mummy. Loved it. Amazing.
How many towns did you visit?
That will be my second time.
No. How many towns did you visit?
Towns. So we went to Phuket,
Uh-huh.
and then we stayed there for two. Actually, we went to the Phi Islands for 2 days, I think. So the entire trip around the Bond Islands and, all of these. Have you heard of the Bond Island where James Bond was from,
I've heard it.
like the typical tourist traps? My brother, actually, he took a semester abroad. He studied there for 6 months. And so our lucky experience was visiting Phuket whilst our brother was there for already quite a while. So he showed us every, not just the touristy traps. Well, first of all, Phuket is already very touristically,
Trapping.
I don't know. Yeah. But he showed us the more, local spots. I just loved it. Buddhism, are you familiar with Alan Watts?
I heard the name. It's
Alan
strangely
Watts.
familiar. Where have I
Yeah.
heard it?
I listen to his lectures, like also just like someone would listen to a podcast, because he does lectures on Buddhism. After returning from Thailand, my mother and I, we were so invested in Buddhism, because people are just so, when you go to Turkey, mom and I will love Turkey. We love ourselves a good Turkey, like, nothing to do, just food and sea vacation in
Yeah.
Turkey. But the people, they're trying to get the money out of you. You go to anywhere
Scammers.
you go. We love Turks, but still, people
You
are
do?
trying.
I don't.
You don't love Turks, really?
No, never a good I mean, I do like some of them. Obviously, you cannot just say I don't love Turks.
I know.
I've lived
Yeah,
with two of them,
but
and in
mostly
Budapest,
negative experience
most
with
of my
you.
experience was the negative. And like we live in the bordering country, Turkey, Iran. We have we have the same border, and it's not all that nice. And it's like the levels of scamming. Like every
See?
person wants to scam you. Everyone.
See.
Doesn't matter who it is, a child, an old lady, a
that.
man, whoever. It's just the scam city.
It's just in
Everyone
their
wants to, you understand that you're not Turkish. That's it. You're just a prey.
Yes.
I hate that behavior.
You are just exactly all they see is just an
Money.
opportunity,
Ching, ching, ching.
an opportunity to get money out of you. Thailand, fully different.
Really?
That was like, huh? Genuinely, my mom and I came to a bazaar in Thailand, and so normally in Turkey you ask, "Hey, is this real wool?" If you're looking at a scarf, madam, real wool,
yeah.
hey, realist wool, cashmere. The man literally said, everywhere you see an etiquette that says wool on it, that means it's fake. And it was his product to sell, and he did not even lie. He was like, I just get them shipped like this. I just get them shipped, but this is fake. People don't have a lot, because especially in these touristically often visited places, normally people who are working there with the tourists, they do not have a lot. And you can tell, but they are content with what they have. And this is the contrast between, for instance, like Turkish people or Arabic people and Thailand, in my opinion.
I actually don't think it's just Thailand. I actually feel like it's the Southern East Asia in general.
Buddhism, I think. That's why I started listening to Alan Watts, because it's really such a peaceful religion.
That was
so peaceful.
I used to say, I don't say it anymore. Like now, when it comes to religion, I gave you the same comment. I'm open to the idea.
Yeah.
But there was a time where I would tell anyone that if I'm ever going to adopt a religion, it would be Buddhism.
Yeah.
Because every other religion has some form of fucked upness in their their history, in their current situation. Like every Christianity, Buddhism, Semitism, all of them, they all have their own issues. But like
Catholic
you look at
Church is still fucked up.
Of course it is.
It's
very much every religion. Like when you mix the concept of money with power and religion, you cannot get a holy thing out of it. It's just an unholy mix of unholy mix.
Yes, and it gets worse by the time. Honestly, Buddhism really.
didn't matter how much I looked at it. I just didn't see any negative.
Yeah,
it's just be human.
Yeah,
enjoy your day to day.
Really,
yoga.
Yeah, be happy with what you have. So, you've never been to Thailand?
Mm-mm.
You would love it. That would heal you.
I'm sure I will.
You really...
I mean, I don't need healing. It will heal you.
Well, No, it will just, it will just bring up the peace.
I'm pretty sure it will.
Yeah, because...
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, we weren't depressed or anything when we went there. But when you return, you feel like you're just rested. Such a lovely feeling, but you do need to go for a long time. Going for a week is not an option. No,
I'm not doing that for any city. Actually, like in general, if I'm changing countries, I'm staying there a year.
If you have the opportunity, definitely.
No, there are like countries that I'm thinking like 3 months here, 2 months there, 1 year here, like, depending on the country. Like, I feel like for Philippines and Thailand, I need a year. Like 6 months here, 6 months there. Like for Japan, I need 3 months.
Yes.
At least for Latin America, I need 2 years. That's like a very, very big continent, and it has a lot of great fucking countries that I want to visit.
Yes.
I sound like a 20-year-old, even though I'm 30.
Yeah, but I love it because that's exactly the way that I think, you know. This is I'm just so afraid that I will not see everything in my life. I am so afraid that I will have the life of somebody who goes to uni right now, finishes it in 3 years, you know, maybe goes to a few countries, hopefully, because
And stay there
honestly,
for a week, maybe,
the
maybe
salary is fucked up.
not. Yeah, for you guys it is. Especially.
It is fucked up, and I'm really just afraid that I will not make it as far as I would love to make it.
Yeah,
But
this is what I actually call. A lot of people call it like that, but I adopted that way of calling it as the life of quiet desperation.
yeah,
I don't want to live that life.
I don't want to live that life either.
Yeah, because first of all, I think I must tell you, I think you already understood that despite the appearances that you see at work from me, I'm actually a very generally happy and positive person. Like at work, it doesn't really show itself because I'm not
No.
enjoying it and I want to just go through the 8.5 hours, do my
Yeah.
job, and just fuck off.
Yeah,
Like talking to other people is
you
really not
can
my
tell.
yeah. That's not who I am really. Like I am a generally happy person.
I
Like
can
I'm
tell you're
always
passionate.
looking. Like I'm always looking
You
for
are
an
passionate. Yeah.
I'm always looking for like an idea or like for an excuse to be happy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to actually make me happy. It doesn't take much, really. It's just 2 weeks travel does the
Yeah.
trick. And this way of being, like me being like this, made me so unsuitable for jobs like that. That is like no,
Yeah.
because it's not just like there are a lot of factors that play that compels me to see more and like feel more and learn more and like visit different countries more and more and more. It's not just the fact that I went through hell to leave Iran. It's the fact that there's an ideology that I believe in is that every time uh, a man ejaculates in a woman's womb, uh, I became the fastest swimmer. And this was said by I think Stephen Fry or Christopher Hitchens or like Richard Dawkins, one of these three. I think it was Richard Dawkins that said amongst those sperm cells were poets greater than Keats, or like directors greater than Hitchcock, or like musicians greater than Bach, or like scientists greater than Newton. But me, Ali, with all my ordinariness, got to be here. Like I
You
got
made
to,
it.
yeah. Like I said, no, no one else. Like out of all those possible scenarios, of all the possible different genetics combinations, I was the one that came out.
Yeah.
And it's like every person that comes to this earth comes a winner. Like we win the lottery of life, and then we started. But somehow we just, it's so easy for us to forget that.
Oh,
That's like,
Jesus.
yes, it's hard. Like the situation that you're dealing with is hard. The illness that you have to deal with is difficult, but you get to feel, like you get to exist to
Yeah.
feel upset. Like there were so many different people that could have been in my place with different genetics, with different ideas, with different mentalities, different everything, different looks, different everything. But I got to be here. And me having that feels like an obligation. That if I got to win and come here, I gotta see it. I gotta do something with it. Like I just cannot just stay here, uh, go to work, do as little as humanly possible, come back, lay in front of the TV, and repeat all over again.
Yeah.
Again, no, no, really no. Like I
Really,
refuse to
no.
think.
And
I refuse
apart
to believe that
from
the life
that,
is supposed to be lived like this.
yes. And just the gratitude. There's nothing I hate more than people who do nothing but complain. Like, really.
Yeah, me
I
too.
fucking hate it. Like, well, because you just said that we were winners in the first place, and we have something to begin with. But these people that do nothing but complain, they're so exhausting, really. Don't you think?
No, very much. I think that
I
it's
just
like they
cross
drain
them
the
out.
life. They drain the life
Really.
out of you.
Yeah. And that's why I just know.
Like one of the things that really pisses me off is that I'm bored. The phrase "I'm bored." It's like, okay, there are so many
something.
fucked up things that I can tell you
Yeah.
because of there are so many fucked up comments that I can give you because of this stupid uh,
Wording.
because of the stupidity of what you're saying. Is like,
Yeah.
I'm bored. There's so much you can do not to
Yeah.
be bored. Like, first of all, be thankful for the fact that you exist to be bored.
Yeah.
Like that's the first thing that you are you currently sick? It's like, no. Then shut the fuck up. That's one more excuse. Are your parents alive and well and with you? It's like, yes. There's another one. Are there books? Are there movies? Are there places for you to travel? Is there a walk? Like, you can just go for a walk and you would cease to be bored.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're just
people who
wasting-
say that I'm bored is like, what the fuck are you doing with your life to get to a point where you can say how are you bored exactly? Like, in this crazy fucked up chaotic universe of ours that we're living in,
See?
the AI, war, technology,
that-
sickness,
that.
it's intolerable for me. And one of the reasons that I'm actually quite antisocial at work is because the majority of the people who the two of us work with, have that mentality.
Really?
Everyone is bored at work. Like, you get to talk more and more, especially not with the Azubis, like not with your rank, but like you come to our rank, everyone is fucking bored. Everyone hates what they're doing. Everyone is guys, come on,
yeah.
fuck off.
This is exhausting. That sounds exhausting.
It is
honestly.
very exhausting.
But you don't really work with the Atsubis a lot, do you?
No,
You
not
are
unless I'm forced to.
So you're the manager.
They tell me that I am a manager, but I don't really get the management treatment, really. They say that you're the banquet manager, but like, my contract is not really based on what manager salary is. The next contract might be, even though it's a part-time. But yeah, I would consider myself a manager there.
No, because the Atsubis, they most of the times it's just, I really hope that I don't get. They don't really watch the podcast, though. Have you talked to lots of Atsubis about your podcast?
No, not really.
Not really,
No.
right? Because when there are people who work at the hotel, and for instance, I know that, well, you don't really seem to be enjoying it. However, this is just something that you need to do right now. But when there are Atsubis that are really, you just started it here, so it means that you have to have some kind of, I don't know, excitement or what the fuck.
Yeah,
like you started.
Lack of knowledge makes you like, okay, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to, like, there's an excitement to it, yeah.
But I just despise it when all you can hear is just, oh, I hate it here, I hate it here. Like, I know we're on the
same boat.
Yeah, there are many places that I would rather be when I'm at work. However, if you are at work, just make something out of it. If you are somewhere that you are not really enjoying being, just do something out of it. People that really just comment, it's the same as going out with a group of people. Did you go out on Halloween, by the way?
No. Well, I had I had Hans Zimmer concert the day afterwards.
Oh,
so like, it was okay.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think I actually didn't go because of the Hans Zimmer concert. It's like, I'm doing my own Halloween thingy, and I fucking loved what I did.
Trust me, I believe you.
Yeah, a lot more than I would enjoy the fucking Halloween party.
I would have done pretty sure the exact same thing. Trust me. What was I talking about? Yeah, well, it's the same as going out with a group of people and then there being this one person who's always like, oh, it's boring. Guys, it's boring. You know what I mean, right?
Do.
Yeah, well.
Unfortunately.
See?
Like, I've had people like that in my life circle. What's the time? I have to watch.
8:45.
When do we start? This is fun. This is going quite well, I must say.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
I hope so.
No, you don't have to hope so. It's actually going quite well. No, I'm actually thinking that you would be a regular on the podcast.
Really?
Yes. I actually have an answer for you that why I haven't had more people on the podcast here. English. English is one of the deal breakers for a lot of people. Because
that seems to be, Germany seems to be so English, related, and so
it is. In some ways it is. The thing is, like, I've grown to understand that in Hungary, not the percentage was low, like the percentage of the people who spoke English was low, but the ones that spoke it really well. Like spoke it in a way that you would not be able to differentiate if this person is a native or not.
Really?
Like a native speaker, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Especially like my circle of friends. I don't know why that was the case, but everyone that was around me spoke the fucking perfect fluent English. But the percentage was very low, so there weren't that many people. Here, the percentage of the people who speak English is very high, but the quality
the
of
level,
the level
yes.
is not that high.
Yes.
And it's not just about the level, it's about people feeling very self-conscious when they're speaking a second language in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Like speaking in front of a camera, that alone by itself is a hard thing to do. That not everyone is comfortable with it. Especially if they know that this is going to be broadcasted on fucking YouTube. Everyone would have access. So one of the points with insecurities, like people are insecure about the second language that they speak, so they would much prefer not to speak it in front of a camera. That's one of the issues. I have a lot of German friends who do speak very acceptable level of English, but they just see the camera and say, okay, yeah. That's one of the issues. Yeah, that's one of the issues. I don't have that many people who speak English. You do speak it quite well, and you actually feel quite comfortable in front of the camera.
Did you not film like vlogs on YouTube earlier in your childhood?
No.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
Because I would like film lots of vlogs. I would sing in front of a camera.
Really? I would never be able to do that. Like the only reason that I'm sitting comfortably in front of this camera is that I get to pretend that it doesn't exist.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to like force yourself to like,
No, it comes very natural, I must say, because as soon as I start a conversation with you, that's gone. Like there's no such thing as camera. And it's actually quite ridiculous because if you look at the other episodes, like I'm so unaware of the existence of the camera that I hold a cigarette like this. It's like fully covering my own frame because like I don't even remember that this exists. So I just like put it like here. And when I'm editing, I'm telling you, motherfucker, bring that hand down. What the shit are you doing? So it's like that's the level of like it's not here. But I get like I have the capacity to actually get like locked in the conversation that I'm having. So when that happens, it's like okay, but that's the only way that I can get myself to sit in front of the camera and like doing vlog and singing. Are you kidding? I've never even done karaoke.
Really? You haven't?
One time I did it.
When? Where were you?
In Budapest. I was very drunk.
Yeah. That must have been so fun.
Yes, it was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Yeah, it was a song that I would, if any other song.
Did you sing it with all the mama?
I did.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure there are no videos of me doing it. I'm glad of it.
Are you good at singing?
Fuck no.
No,
not at all. Not at all. Yeah, well, you say you're not either, but then you sit in front of a camera and record yourself singing, no?
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah. Okay. And I do lots of karaoke. However, then it's like, it's bad. But like still, I'm like just, as soon as there is a drop of wine, first of all, I have a very low tolerance concerning alcohol, concerning weed, everything, all the substances.
Very good. It's cheaper that way.
It's way cheaper. Yeah, and goes way quicker. And then I'm just, I'm always the person to be like, well, as I said, if I'm here, then I'm going to make something out of it. So, but Bohemian Rhapsody,
Bohemian Rhapsody, of course.
That must have been so fun.
So fun. Saying Bismillah in a way that is supposed to be said. Bismillah. Bismillah. No, we will not let you go. Let him go. That was really fun. But I'm pretty sure if I didn't have any alcohol in me, I would have never sang it in 100 million years.
Yeah,
I was hammered.
Were you with lots of other people?
6, 7 people, like people that were close enough to me that I wouldn't feel like insecure about doing that. Was it like a pub? What?
Was it like a pub?
Or yes, it was a pub. No, it was a subsection of a club. It was a massive club. There were like different sections.
Yeah.
Techno, this, that, and there was like a karaoke part. And it was actually like to a huge crowd. Like it took guts and a lot of balls and a lot of alcohol to actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I had to do it because it just would feel too sad if I had to say that I've never done karaoke. It's one of the things that doesn't matter how uncomfortable it makes you, you must do it.
You just have to.
You
You have to get.
There are
through
some
it.
experiences that you really have to do.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those? Well, first of all, this is a question that I usually ask everyone, and I want to ask that from you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have dreams?
Yeah.
What are your dreams? If you
Just
don't mind sharing them.
very lame, honestly.
No, fuck off.
Um,
No dream is ever lame.
A family.
Okay.
Just
How is that lame?
well, very cliche.
It's not cliche. Actually, in the world that we are currently living in, and everyone is a situationship and just fuck buddy and one night stand,
Jesus.
family is
Hate
actually
it.
will become like, if you think it's bad now, just wait another 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure the entirety of the concept of family is just going to vanish overall.
I think also the entire child-free concept has been
Yeah.
gaining. Yeah, well, no, I am full on, like, I genuinely want my first child to be a boy.
Mm-hmm.
My second one could be a boy, could be a girl, don't care. I just want him to have an elder brother because I love having one.
I love having 3.
Oh, well, but they're amazing. They're
It's
amazing.
not that they are amazing, it's that I cannot picture myself without any of them.
Yeah.
Because
I wouldn't
I
survive.
grew up with 4 older siblings after me. One older sister and 3 older brothers.
Yeah.
My sister taught me Arabic. The second one was in charge of my school assignments.
Yeah.
And like he would teach me physics, math, chemistry. Lucky, like poor bastard. Since I was like such a lazy kid, he would have to go to work and borrow my book because it was like 9 years ago when he read it, so he forgot what he's supposed to teach me. He would take my book with him to work, study it
so that he could help you.
Remember, he would come back after work to teach me, so I would pass
What an angel.
Then there was like the third one.
Yeah.
The third one was like a business genius. That was like he was in charge of finding more ways to make more money.
Yeah.
As like he was the money maker, the social person, the one that has a lot of connections in a lot of different areas. And the first one, the bigger one, I actually am with you for having the first child to be a son.
Yeah.
Because like I see my like the oldest sibling for us is a guy, as my brother, and he has been literally the second father.
Yeah.
Like ever since we just all opened our eyes and he was there, and everything we learned about life, about books, like even the books that I began to read like a long time ago was offered to me, and it was offered in a way that I wouldn't reject it. Like,
by him.
Yes, it was first he gave me Tintin. Like, do you know Tintin?
The book.
Yeah. Like he said, okay, this one is difficult. Like this one is not difficult. This is a good way to start, just to become like an avid reader, like normal reader. Tintin, and he would open it up, and since I just learned how to read and write, like I needed aids. Like Farsi language, when it's written, there are some aids that will help a child to read it more fluently.
Yeah.
And he would open the book, and it would take him like, I don't know, like 5 minutes per page to make all the signs to make it easier. He would do that for all the Tintin books that he would give me. Then said, okay, now you're 8, Tintin is enough. Now let's go Harry Potter. And it's like he would even know to start slow and start where.
Yeah.
To turn me into someone who reads books. They say, okay, Harry Potter, and like I spent years reading Harry Potter, and I think I reached like age of 12, 13, and I said, okay, one level up with sophistication, both in literature and in context. Then it would be Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's Little Prince.
Oh.
Like Little Prince was the beginning of my gateway towards like serious literature.
Yeah.
Because it's still a book child for like a book's child.
It is way more sophisticated than Harry Potter, I recognize. Yeah.
So like he gave me Tintin, then gave me Harry Potter, then waited until I matured enough to be able to like digest a little bit more of Exupéry and Little Prince.
Yeah.
Then it was like afterwards. Then it's like, okay, now read Kafka. Then now read this.
Jesus, you've read Kafka.
There was a period of my life where I only read Kafka.
Oh, depressing. How did you not get depressed?
I did get depressed.
Honey, why?
I wasn't depressed. I was suicidal as shit. No,
By choice as well.
my God, I remember like how awful I felt the first time I read Trial.
It drains you.
Yeah, it does. It's like
It
fucking
just
hell, like
drains
how
you.
much, yeah. And it was like, okay, then Kafka, then go a bit more sophisticated, then you start Camus, and then you start Jean-Paul Sartre, and like chronologically, it was given to me in such a correct way that I stayed. And this was the function of every single, like I had 4 siblings, and each one of them
Yeah.
had their own functions, and I had my own. Like the function of me is that every single one of them, or even their wives, when they're upset, Ali, I want to go to a cafe. My brothers are not the cafe.
You
going
are
type of-
the person.
I was the one that would go to my brother's house, take my sister-in-law because she just had a fight with my father, with my brother, take her to a cafe. We would just talk shit behind my brother's back for like 2 hours. Or like I was the one that, like, we all had our own. I don't know, responsibilities, our
Yeah.
own parts in the family.
Oh, you're amazing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, since the 2 of us are the product of very decent and loving and caring families, even though mine had its own problems, like every family had its own problems, definitely. Like, my problem with the family was just the religion aspect. And
Yeah.
it wasn't the biggest aspect. Like, it would come up, but not all that regular, or not as much as we would think. So it was like the relationship was a loving one, but it was annoying sometimes because of
Yeah.
religion. And when you have that, it's just all that what you want for yourself.
Yeah, that's why.
And since a lot of the people that surround us, even in our hotel and in our friend circles, that are coming from such fucked up families that is like torn apart, didn't speak to their father for like a year, didn't speak to the brother for like 2
That's
years.
fucked up.
It's like, really? Then what's the point? Even?
Yeah.
Like, well, what are you
That's
doing?
why. That's
And it's
why.
so fucking sad. This is one of the things that when you set your dream as a family, it actually is a very valid dream and not stupid at all, because our current situation with being 2025, no one wants a family. No one even
Yeah.
wants a serious relationship anymore.
Yeah.
It's like even relationships are
I could go on about
situationships.
this for forever. That is just
Okay, first dream, very validated. Not
Yeah.
stupid at all. Very much actually close to what I have in mind. Next
really.
one. Yes.
What's yours?
Mine is 2 twins. A family with 2 twins.
Oh yeah. I also always wanted twins. Do you have
Yeah.
twins in your family?
No,
No,
not
me
at all.
neither. Me neither.
No, not at all. But I would love that, because I would be very happy to see that my son has someone, or like my daughter has someone that is almost exactly like them.
Yes.
And it's like they grew. I've been around twins, and there's something that I always sense in them, is that they have zero need for friendship.
Yeah.
They enjoy the friendship, obviously, and they look for it, but there's no need. Because it's like, if
They
I
have
will never
each
be
other.
alone. It's
Yeah.
like, you will never be alone. If you have
Yeah.
a twin, even if you have like, even in our case, we were never twin, like the 5 of us. And we had like massive age gaps between us, actually. But we never felt like we need a friend. There's no need. A
That's
friend
right.
is just like a fortunate byproduct
Yeah.
of the daily existence. But like, there is no need. And I want to have, like, I want my child not to have that need, to think that they have to make friends. They have to, in
That's
order
right.
not to be lonely, they have to do something.
Exactly.
And the best friend that you can ever get is a twin.
Yeah. My in primary school, my teacher, but she was bonkers. Every single time someone would ask me, who's your best friend, I would say, whilst I also had other friends, you know, especially girlfriends in elementary school, for some reason I will always say my brother. Always.
Mhm.
Ever since I was like, 5 years old, ever since I even knew what friendship meant, I will always say, my brother's my best friend. And so my elementary school teacher literally called my mother and said, I find it concerning that your daughter says that her best friend is her brother, rather than, you know, finding a best friend from her class or
It's
something.
very concerning.
Oh, fuck off, honestly. But this is exactly what I want to reach. Like, my children, it's quite fucked up, though, how normalized hate in between siblings has become. Because for some reason...
incomprehensible to me. I
the-
just don't get it.
Exactly. And the parents are laughing about it. The parents are like, oh, well, your children, they must fight all the time. They must hate each other. And then I'm like, are you really... Is that normal to you that your children are talking to each other like, I hate you, you bastard, and your children are not talking to each other anymore? But which is actually, this is this is the case so often nowadays.
More often than ours.
More often than
A
friendship.
lot more often than ours.
I told my my history teacher recently really recently I told her I went to Berlin with my brother last weekend, and then she was like, you go on trips when you with your brother, and then I'm like, yeah, why don't
That's
you?
strange for you.
Yeah, does that surprise you? And then she's like, yeah, well, normally children nowadays, they're not really, siblings are not really, my children, they do not get along at all. And I'm like, your children are literally 6 and 8. This is your fault and your fault only that your children are not getting along. This is the thing about, you know, raising children nowadays. They're raised with, I don't know, no, my mother or my grandma, they will always tell me, no matter how many friends you have, no matter what people you have in your life, family will always be something that you are bond with.
It's incomparable.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I have loved a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of good friends. I've had many good friends. But the thing is, it's incomparable. Like, you cannot just compare it.
You just cannot.
Can't. It's different. Especially, like, good. I'm actually, like, feel very happy that you're the product of that, because I always looked at other people and just felt such a regret, shame. It's like, wow, like something that could have been like a big part of your existence is just missing.
Yeah,
it's like you just didn't have that, and it's so fucking awful. Like, my parents made some mistakes, but in some ways, to keep the relationship between us like as strong as it is now,
I can tell.
Like, good job. Honestly, kudos to them. Because like there were like some laws that we will always have to live by. First of all, was the fact that there's a hierarchy. A hierarchy is a hierarchy of respect.
Yeah.
If you're the younger, you're bound to respect the older one.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're getting burned by the parents. It's like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? He's 4 years older than you. That means you would behave accordingly. Like, you would behave as a younger child. And then they would expect the older one to humor the younger one. To say, okay, I get he's annoying. I get he wants to be with you all the time.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like, it's good for us, because we know that the two of you are together and there's less risk. And this is your brother.
Yeah.
Like, he's your younger brother. Humor him. Like, allow him to be stupid. And then, this is my case for being the last child. I was always allowed to be stupid by anyone. But at the same time, I was obligated to respect every single one of them. And like, my dad had this brilliant idea. It never really had to implement it, but like, he had it in the back of his head, that like, most of my siblings got married. Like, by now, all of my siblings are married. And they got married quite early. Like, none of them was single by the time they were 30. So like, between 26 until 30, all of them got married. I was the last one that like stayed with my parents sometimes and stayed in the university sometimes. And the way what happened was that my dad and my mom, obviously, always expected every single one of his kids to visit him on the weekends. Barbecue weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're coming here, all of you, families, all of that, come here and have a weekend. And if you don't want to come, you better have a very, very good excuse for not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, he would never have to like enforce anyone to do it, because like, he did such a good job of growing us all together in a way that our like bonds are loving bonds, that he was never forced to say, okay, hang out with your brother more or hang out with your siblings more. But he would expect that. He said, doesn't matter what happens. This is my house. You lived under this roof. Now you're married. You're living under your own. But come back weekly visit.
Yeah.
And my God, that was helpful. That was a brilliant idea.
Those would be probably like the days that you will really look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And these are one of the only things that I miss about Iran.
Yeah.
Like, I don't miss Iran at all, but like, there are moments in Iran that I had that. I felt like, okay, I belong.
Yeah.
And that's such a shame that I look everywhere. Even my dating partner, like people that I have dated, my ex-girlfriend, fucked up family after fucked up family, bad relationship, horrible incidents with siblings, horrible, like, bad all over. Like, my friends at work, my group of friends that I have in Wuppertal or in Düsseldorf, it's like some of them don't see their parents like once every 6 months, maybe, and don't even talk. It's like fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're
See.
depriving yourself of something that is so fucking valuable that you have
Yeah.
no idea
Yeah.
even. I hope that the thing is it's already changing, but I hope it changes back.
I
Like
really
something
hope.
happens that like a little bit of this modernist liberal behavior dies down a little bit, and like you
Yes.
turn away a little bit back to the conservative values.
That's what I'm hoping for, really.
I don't think that will be the case in
all
Europe.
of this
In Europe, it's just getting worse and
freedom
worse.
and all of this liberality, no, this is just, I could never picture myself living in America, for instance.
Me too. Me neither.
This
Ever.
is-
I want to
I
travel to Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, some parts.
Yes,
Of, like,
yes, to listen to Johnny
Never.
Cash, live my Texas dream for a few months. But to move
Yes.
to the United States,
That's beyond insanity. Like,
that
it's
would
just-
drive me crazy. That country, I don't know. Well, there is a clear borderline to freedom that cannot be crossed in my world. And yes, sometimes I do think that a a hierarchy or some separation of people can do good.
They can.
It can.
Sometimes.
And sometimes respect to some groups of people, or more respect to some groups of people can do good for in families, in just in general. You're taking the fucking bus, just let the pregnant woman sit down. It's not difficult. Where is that nowadays, especially in Germany? Why are we, children get told, oh no, you don't have to do that because all people are equal. Really?
Like, no.
Recently heard a woman tell her son, no, it's okay, you can sit down. You're so, like, there was a pregnant woman, there was a mother with her child. The young boy, he could have stood up. She told him, you're just as much a person as she is. You can be sitting down. This is what I mean.
Yeah, I fully get that.
It's just not the way it's meant to be.
No, I think it's like, I call it the curse of freedom.
Yeah.
Because like I look at, well, I wasn't there to look at it, but like I hear the stories of what was it like before the social media, before the age of internet, before this much connectivity. I was like, people didn't really feel like they have intimate, like unlimited choices. So they would see someone, they would like them, and they wouldn't just be concerned with what else is there, or like what more options do they have.
They would just take action.
Yeah, they would choose it, take that path, stay on it, and be happy.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, it's just,
we have so many options.
that's the curse of freedom. That's the biggest curse of freedom.
The biggest
like we have
curse.
Tinder. You look at Tinder, and it's like, I think like Tinder is one of the most disgusting thing in human history.
Proud to say I've never downloaded it, actually, but
you should be very, very proud. I downloaded it for 10 minutes.
The concept
Like you're shopping, exactly like
seems
shopping.
fucked up.
So fucked up.
You're just choosing, oh, I don't like that, don't like that, oh, that seems not too bad.
Yeah, and as far as behavior goes, like this is one of the things, especially coming from somewhat of a patriarchal society of Iran. I actually don't like. I don't think I have that much toxic masculinity in me, even though like my father was a believer in toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
But the thing that happened, as great of a father as my dad was, he wasn't really that good of a husband because of the mentality that he was raised with. Like I really don't blame him. Even my mom at this point doesn't really blame him. But it was like, it was a sign of the times. Like he had to behave like that because that was the way he was taught by his own dad.
Yeah.
But there's this general sense of patriarchy in Iran, and like I think I adopted the healthier version of this patriarchy, which is like if you're with your partner, it's nice to open a door. I mean, there's no obligations, right? But it's nice. It's a kind gesture.
Yes.
At the same time, like when you're going shopping, like I always consider myself that, okay, if there is something to be picked up, like there's a weight that the two of us have to carry, I would always prefer to be the one that is carrying the heavier bag.
That's lovely.
Right? You're saying that this is lovely, but like there were moments, especially like even with let's not talk about the ex, But like with
Feminist.
a lot of my friends around me, like the friends that like girl friends
Yeah.
around, like if I even offer to help, like not opening the door, like opening the door is something that I like exclusively do for
Yeah.
a romantic partner, but like carrying heavier stuff or like telling them to please go ahead, like I would follow, like you go first, I will follow. These type of stuff I've done them here in Europe and they have been taken so negatively. It's like
Oh,
what
fucking
I
hell.
can't, like I once was trying to help my friend, a woman friend, to
Yeah.
carry a couch. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you think you're doing? Like I can carry this on my own. I said, I know you can. I'm not telling you that you're incapable of carrying this couch. It's like I grew up in an environment where I see that something heavy, like something physical is being done, and like immediately my mind goes like, do something. Like you have
See?
testosterone, you have,
Yeah.
use it, like use it in the correct way. But like this behavior in Europe
That's the
nowadays, in especially in
concept
West Europe,
of
is so frowned upon.
that is exhausting. That is the concept of modern feminism, which is such a pity to me because instead of focusing on the genuine problems such as the gender pay gap or, for
Exactly.
instance, the fucked up fact that a man is more probable to be hired than a woman, which is obviously still the case.
Yeah.
We are focusing on women not wanting to be,
Mothers, family,
helped to put on the coat. Why are we even mixing these up? It's like if a man opens the door for you, if a man helps you,
because we have extremes on each
Jesus.
side, because like
Don't overinterpret it. Just say thank you for fuck's sakes. Because instead of saying thank you, they start reading out a lecture who nobody not wants to hear.
yeah, and it's not just that, it stops, like it is stops a good behavior,
Yeah.
because like I used to help without any consideration when I would see like a woman like
Now you
struggling
think.
with. Now I have to think.
Now
It's
you
like,
think.
are you like
Do I
westernized? No,
help?
are you westernized enough
Yeah.
for me to, if I come and approach you offering you my help, you're gonna say I can do it on my own, or like you're okay, still believe in some of the conventional.
See?
It's like now that comment that my friend made when I was trying to help her move that, just did that to my brain. It's like
Yeah.
now there's a switch.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, now I have to think about it.
That's fucked up.
That's awful.
That's awful. That's the Slavic in me, I think.
Good,
Because
keep that.
yeah,
It's very
see?
Slavic.
We love that.
Yeah,
We
good.
love it. We are
Slavic Balkans. There are still places on this.
exactly.
Yeah.
We are conservative. Germany, however, yeah, my father despises it. My father is the same. He always likes to help. He makes sure, he's always like, I like asking whether somebody needs help, and then I would rather get rejected in after asking rather than not ask at all. However, the amount of times that it has ruined his mood, or it's just
I fully understand.
it's so unnecessary, and I really despise the way that we are calling this feminism instead of really something that should really be taken care of. But
That's so
it's just
sad.
modern world. Yeah.
How
It's
do you
just-
think it's going? First of all, I must say, very surprising to talk to you, especially considering your age is a little bit younger than me, and still having this mentality. But great job.
Thank
Like
you.
all in all, family, you, all of you, because, and the thing is, like I've never denied that. I never denied the existence of toxic masculinity. Like no one is denying that. Like me believing in some of the conservative ways of behaving doesn't mean that I think that women have not been subjugated to a lot of horrible shit in the entire human history.
There are healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are limits, and the thing is, this is my curse actually, the curse of being always in the middle, because when you're always in the middle, that's actually the same thing that is happening to me on social media, because on social media in the opposition side of the Islamic regime in Iran, there's the monarch and there's the republican, right? And I have my criticisms towards the monarchies, and I have my criticism towards the republicans, the ones
Yeah.
that actually want a republic, because this one has good stuff to offer, so does this one, But the thing is, if you like criticize this and this, then you're the enemy of both.
Yeah.
And since most people don't want to be the enemy of both, they just choose a tribe and just fully adopt whatever the laws of that tribe is.
You're the enemy
So-
of both.
Yeah, but because I don't choose any, like I hate tribal mentality. Like
Yeah.
I never belong. I never even want myself to be part of a tribe. Like I'm happy. Like I have my tribe, which is my family.
Yeah.
Like apart from that tribe, I don't need any other tribe.
Same.
So I will like stay. Yeah, exactly. Like I can sense that even.
Yeah.
But since I don't have that, that's the same. Like the conservative ones tell me that I'm too much of a like a feminist.
Yeah.
And then the leftists, the liberals, tell me I'm too much of a misogynist. I'm
Yeah,
like,
well.
why don't you go listen to Andrew Tate some more?
Oh my.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Like just
Lord.
because I say some of this, like when I say this, doesn't mean that I like who Andrew Tate is fucking. Is.
You know, this is ridiculous. People just, you know, they have this image of there just being too fully, you know, either black or white. People
Then
are
it's
so,
always gray.
as soon as they get into this tribe that you talked about, they somehow just fully no.
Gone. Yeah.
You know, the other half does not even exist. I do not want to acknowledge any part of it. However, just, you know, just considering both parts, sometimes criticizing both aspects can be healthy. It is the healthiest way, in my opinion. Which is why, you know, it's like in Germany, we've got links und rechts. Bro, what the fuck? What
They
the
have
fuck?
AfD or you have the Grün.
Yeah, you have exactly. See, so why can we not
Tribalism.
Just, you know,
Like we want to belong to tribes.
despise
It's
it?
just be human behavior.
Despise it. It's wild.
Yeah, but my biggest question is that what's going to be like in the next 20 years?
Oh, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Honestly,
If we
but
are
right
even
now
alive
it's not
here.
going well. Right now it's not going well.
Let's remain hopeful, shall we?
Yeah.
Actually,
we
I
must.
do, like, if you look at human history, we have some fucked up moments in the course of our existence.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think it turns out okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, so far, we have had nuclear
so
weapons for a
far-
very long time, and we still haven't turned ourselves into dust.
Yeah.
So far, I will give that like a thumbs up. Good job, guys.
It's still
Like,
better
there are
than
some
the
things-
USA. Yeah, it's okay. We're still good to go.
Yeah. Okay, this has been really fun, but let's keep this one short, shall we?
We shall.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
You're
me.
gonna be here a lot more.
Yes.
You must.
Oh, I hope.
I don't
so.
have that many people who speak English as fluently as you do,
Well,
and with
see?
the sexy British accent, is always it's going to
well,
help.
That's
Trust
a
me.
pleasure to hear.
Yeah. Okay. Have a nice evening. Good night. Whatever the fuck. Ciao, everyone. Bye.